In your pursuit of the success you're dreaming of and the journey of life you are on to create the life you want to live and become who you want to be, you will be met with countless opportunities to quit, to stop. You will be given numerous valid excuses to stop what you're doing, to go back to the old way of living, to go back to what you know, what's familiar, what's comfortable. But when do you know when to quit something? When do you know when to keep going? Because it's simply hard. Because in life, nothing worth having comes easy. But sometimes we are going in the wrong direction. Sometimes it is not a question of it only being hard, but rather about it being wrong. So how do you know the difference between quitting and failing? Between quitting because you're failing or quitting because it's unaligned? Well, there's a big difference between quitting because something is hard and quitting because something is wrong. So I think whenever you're in a situation where the thought even crosses your mind that maybe you should just stop, maybe you should give up, I want you to ask yourself, am I quitting because this is hard? Or am I quitting because this is not meant for me? And you need to ask yourself this question, because otherwise you will be quitting so many times on the journey when it's simply hard. But let me tell you right now that you will never get where you want to go without it being hard. Life inherently is hard. And there is nothing in the entire world that is not hard at times in a certain scenarios and situations. Hard is part of life, and it is part of success. Failure are the stepping stones you need to improve, to grow, to become better, and to find the success you're looking for. So if something is simply hard, it is not worth quitting over. Because quitting and going back and stopping and finding a new pursuit will also be hard. Whereas quitting because it is unaligned with who you want to be, with your goals, with the life you think you want to live, that is necessary. That is part of getting you to where you're meant to go. Because the world will present you numerous distractions, opportunities dressed nicely for you to think that that is the way to go. But don't confuse yourself and lose track of where you really and truly and wholeheartedly want to go. Because the distractions will never be good as where you're meant to go. And that is why you need to ask yourself if what you're pursuing is something that aligns with who you want to be and where you want to go, or if it's simply a distraction. Whereas it would be a good time to figure out if it would be worth quitting. Because you only have this one life, you only have this one opportunity to make what's meant for you a reality. So if everything is going to be hard nonetheless, Why not choose the hard that's worth it? Why not choose the hard that will make sense for you, that will create meaning and purpose in your life, that will make you fulfilled for pursuing the life you want to live, and in return, create the life you want to live. Life will always be hard, and you will always have opportunities to quit, to stop, to go back, especially when failing and making mistakes. But remember to ask yourself the question of why you would be quitting something. Because quitting can be the easy way out, but it can also be the hard route. It takes courage to quit something if you're quitting it for the right reasons. It takes courage to continue on the hard path, even though it's difficult and has challenges, but it will be worth it. But it also takes courage to realize that the path you're on is not the path that's meant for you. To quit it and to go into a new unknown, that takes real courage as well. So I think the real question is, do you have the courage to quit what you're doing if it's unaligned? Or do you have the courage to keep going if it is right for you? Because no matter what, it will be hard. So just know that through it all, I'm rooting for you.